Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Hello, Jack and Jills. I'm just gonna head and get things started and going. My intention is to just make some more
Hello,
NPCs.
Jack
and Jills. So let me give me a few minutes. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw stuff out there for people. Throw on some music so it's not so quiet. It's not gonna be so quiet. Okay. Not that, not that you can really super hear that super great, but it's there. Alright, let's throw a shout out. See if anyone is up for coming and joining us and hanging out at in stream today. Let's throw out a tweet. Okay. Alrighty. See, prep work for that. PC creation. Hello! Hi, Rara Swing. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing pretty well. I'm just getting things set up, getting ready to go. Mostly tonight is just Werewolf the Apocalypse. So, yeah, I have some NPCs that I need to create. Give me just a second while I throw out my final shout out. See if I can get some other people to come hang out with us. Alright, let's see that. I have to let me post that. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and just get started. Whoops. Let's see. That's weird. Okay. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be working on at least 2 NPCs. One is named Philip and the other one is Philippe. These are NPCs that the characters, that the players actually met while in Russia, and they just kind of came to the top of my head. So we're going to start out with Philippe. Yeah, we'll start out with Philippe, and I am playing him, so he's Epic Botch, and he's in my Friday night game. Sweet. He was born a Hamid, and he's a Ragabash, and his tribe is still undetermined. I still haven't figured that one out. Yay! So this character, Phil and Philippe, kind of came up just randomly as a way to interact with the party. Specifically, one of the other Ragabashes who tends to, the player's not as vocal always about interacting with NPCs, so I made them off the top of my head to kind of bridge the gap between that person and the Cairn and the play in the game, and then it just kind of spiraled spiraled from there. So they don't have a pack name, it's just the two of them, and they don't have a totem, and they're basically your Ragabash, which is like the trickster, kind of funny guy sort of thing. They're all about just like, hey, let's drink and party, but really little do people know that they got quite the serious side to them. They just don't show it very often. So we're gonna say that Philippe, I'll probably switch it off. They'll both kind of be, probably social's gonna be secondary for both of them, but one's gonna be more physical and the other one will be more mental. We'll have Philippe be the more mental one. So let's go ahead and pull up the rules again for making, characters. Is this it? This is it. This is what I like to use. So we're gonna assign points. Pretty easy, 7, 5, and 3. So we know that social's gonna be 5, so we'll do kind of even across the board. Charisma's always a kind of nice, just a nice one to go with. And then mental, let's see. What, again, I like to make my characters a little bit more even, so that's 6. Let's give him, he's gonna be more witty. I think last time I made a more mental character, they were more on the intelligence side. Let's see, what else? Okay, and then, you know, strength. Whoops. Stop it. There we go. Okay, so clean and easy to do. Philippe. So he's going to be more on the intelligence side. So he's going to be kind of the mastermind out of the two, more likely. He's going to be the one to come up with the, like, hey, let's get in trouble kind of plans. You know, that friend that just comes up with that idea and you have to go with it because they're so charismatic and you just want to do it and they're so convincing. So I guess that means that son of a monkey's uncle. I did it again. I downloaded the wrong character sheet. This one is, I meant to get the 4th page one. So give me a second while I could have sworn it was, I had gotten, where's the 20th anniversary? Oh, don't tell me I have to, like, quite literally type that in. Sorry guys. Shy swing. By the way, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good time where you're at. Alright. Here we go. This is what I meant to pull up. Alright, so I'm gonna get the interactive sheet here real quick. Oh, why you do this to me? I just want to... Why are you doing this to me? Surely there's another way to do this. Nope, it's gonna make me... I just wanted... Oh, there we go. It's gonna make me... I thought it was gonna make me have to sign up for something and I just did not want to do that. Alright. Go in folder. Sorry, give me just a second. Perfect. Alright. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. I can do it real quick. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright. Starting over. At least I realized it a lot sooner this time. So we have Philippe, and I'm playing him. And he is Hobbit, definitely Ragabash, and everybody, I'm on my way, I'm on my way to be there. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully that, oh good, it does come up. Oh, yay, thank you. Alright, so he is the, not mastermind, he's just the the troublemaker Rabgabash. Woo! I don't know where that dinosaur comes from, but I love it. Alright, so we're doing this again real quick. Just go through it. He's more on the witty side. A little bit more. Wait, one. He gets 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, so I did it wrong to begin with. Okay, and then even across this board. There we go. Oh, it's your emote. Oh, super cool. I like it. It's really cool looking. Alright, so talent, skills, and knowledges. Well, we're just gonna go with the typical, he's the Hamid who gets into the trouble, but he's also smart, and he's been to school, so we're gonna give him, knowledges are gonna be 13, and then probably skills will be 9. So it's kind of the same thing. 13, 9, and 5 is our attributes, if you can look right there. So we're gonna give him academics. He's gonna know how to use computers. He's not gonna know any law or medicine. He's aware of the occult. And if I need to explain any of this, just let me know. I'm basically used to it. He's not gonna know any, he might know some rituals. And then he'll definitely know science and technology, at least at the 1. Now at the 1 dot, that means that basically you have the understanding, you've taken a 101 course, maybe a, basically a 102, and so, like, you know this stuff, and, excuse me, excuse me, and then any more than that, like, it does break it down in the book, but I'm not gonna go look through and tell and say which one's which all the time, just because it'll slow me down too much. I gotta churn those NPCs out. So we got academics, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, that's 5 more. We'll go ahead and, so 4, we give him enigmas, he can puzzle stuff out. Nothing can be raised above 3 at this point. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 3 more to spend. We'll give him a little bit more in technology and computers. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what the difference is between computers and technology, so that I will actually look up real quick. Abilities. Oh, it's all the way up. We'll just go from the back up. Save myself some trouble and scrolling. Alright, computer. So computer defines the character's ability to operate and program computers from traditional desktops and laptops to cell phones and tablets. So it's more dealing with the actual, probably hardware. You're a student, at 1 dot you're a student, you're at home with a smartphone or traditional point and click interface. So like, a computer, and then science, technology. The technology knowledge represents a character's broad aptitude with electronics, computer hardware, and anything that needs an understanding of modern electronics to work with. Mechanical devices. So it's kind of a weird one because it branches between, like, you could use crafts with it, sort of, and computers kind of fall under it, but it's more the broad range. So I think the way that I would say, if it gives you a breakdown of what you can do here, which is, perform simple repairs. You can make a living in computer repair. Gotcha. So it's a lot more about the repairs, versus, okay, it's actually physically working with the machines and not with the software. In my brain, I had it the other way around, where technology was more like, about the software, but in this, you actually, So technology is, you know how to repair stuff and you know how it works and you can put it together that way. All right, let's go back to character creation. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. What should I put it in? We'll put it in occult. Again, use some more. I'll get us into trouble. and I know how to get us out of trouble kind of person. Because he's been in trouble so much. Gosh, Phil and Philippe have been really fun NPCs to make and play. Okay, so 9 is gonna go in his skills, and he's definitely gonna have stealth and survival. It's nice to have survival because if you want to be stealthy out in the woods, which Guru do, it's capped. Their stealth is capped by survival when it's out in the wilderness. So I always recommend that if you're gonna go that route, to at least make those two even. Sometimes it doesn't always make sense, and that's fine. That's just the way it is. Because maybe your person's just more that glasswalker who runs around and hides in town. He's not. I only have 9 dots with this, so let's make sure I get everything I want. He's gonna have drive. He's gonna know etiquette. I'm gonna give him firearms. Oh, am I spending too much already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 1 more. Oh, this is painful. Okay, I'm gonna give it to larceny. Because again, he's gonna be the one to get them into trouble. Although with Ragabashes, they get certain gifts that just allow them to break into things. So it's like, it's such a specific skill sometimes. I don't think it's come up once in my game. Oh, that's not true. Someone has had to try to break in somewhere, and they used a gift to do it, so it's like it completely overrid it. Oh, this is fun music. Alright, and then we only get 5 for talents to start out with, so we're definitely doing alertness, athletics. It's always a good idea to have 1 in brawl, empathy. I mean, there's just so much to... I'm probably gonna end up giving Philippe a lot of XP to kind of round out this side, because this is hard to not have good in. But again, being more heavy on the knowledges side than this side, so it just hurts. 5 is not enough. I could maybe live with 7, but anyways, following the rules. Let's go ahead and give him streetwise. Yeah, he probably grew up on the streets a little bit. Alright, now we get to pick out gifts and backgrounds and all that fun ish. Although, let's go ahead... Oh yeah, no, they have us do backgrounds first. Except I will come back to that one, because I'm still trying to decide what kind of thing that they're gonna have. So, they're a Ragabash. He's a Ragabash, which means he only gets 1 rage. He's Hamid, so he gets 1 Gnosis. And, he's probably not gonna be a Stargazer. That doesn't really seem like their type. They're more stoic in their personalities. And he's not going to be a Wendigo, which is just a Native American. Or a First Nationers, like whatever that native term is in the country that he originated from. So he's not going to be one of those. So we can pretty much safely assure that he's going to have a willpower 3. Okay, let's see. So next would be, yeah, we'll have to do gifts. So let's do that real quick. So we're gonna have a Hamid gift because he's Hamid. He's gonna be the firearms one out of them. He's gonna be the one who's less hands-on. So he's gonna. Oh, I know this song. I love that. Alright, so he's gonna have Apecraft's Blessing, which is really cool. Basically, he rolls... Oh, he doesn't have crafts, though. That's problematic. With Apecraft's Blessing, you roll Wits plus Crafts, difficulty 7, and each success reduces the difficulty by 1 on the next roll they would make for using tools. So, oh, he has good wits. If I'm gonna do that, I'll have to spend some freebie points. City running's fine. But that one's gonna be a better one for Phil. Persuasion's always an okay one. It's always good. Oh, that's rank 2. I can only pick rank 1s at the moment. So let's go ahead and pick Auspice. Ragabash is right up there. Blur of the Milky Eye is pretty much bread and butter of Ragabash. Although Infectious Laughter is always a fun one. But he's not super good at the manipulation, so... I mean, it's manipulation plus expression, and he's not really good at either of those. So it's not necessarily a bad one, it's just he would have 3 dice to roll. Oh, Open Seal. They just roll Gnosis. Okay, so, oh, there's a lot of good Ragabash rank 1s. Level 1s. That's rough. Ugh. Ugh. Always having to pick. I can always give him more. I think ultimately he's only going to be a rank 2. Ragabashes tend to not care as much about rank. So. So these, are these supposed to be starter level NPCs? Sort of yes, sort of no. The players, which include Lauren, and some of our friends up here, we've been playing for almost a year, so they're pretty high level. But last time what I did is I actually made a rank 4 and another rank 2. Rank 2 is just the most common rank. And for the most part, the players shouldn't be fighting these, which is really the only time that their stats would come into play. But it's nice for me to see that their stats being out in on the paper, so I can actually be like, okay, there's some nuances to this NPC. So yes and no. It really depends on which NPC I'm making. So I hope that answered your question. Oh, shoot. Plus, I will actually be giving them XP as well. That's what I did last time. Probably anywhere from 50 to 75 or 100 XP on top of that. And that actually goes really quick. The stats totally help role-playing, I agree. It makes such a big difference. And one of the things I realized when I was role-playing some of them, I haven't been making any character sheets recently. And that's been a problem because I've just kind of, they start to become cardboard cutouts. So seeing the stats out, and then, you know, you have this where more stuff happens, but then I could have merits and flaws and expanded backgrounds, so I can actually write more on these character sheets. And that's gonna, especially this section, is gonna help out a lot, the 4th page. I like how they have a spot where you can sketch your character. I'm not gonna do that. I will probably just pick a picture and slap it in there. Because that's, I can draw, just not super realistic or great. Hello to the channel! Thanks for stopping by, people. We're planning out a Werewolf the Apocalypse. If you have any questions, let me know. Right now we're in the middle of picking gifts. I'm making a Ragabash named Philippe. And soon I will be starting his counterpart. But right now, oh, this is a Hamid 1 gift. I like to make the notes so I don't forget where to find it. This is gonna be, we're gonna do Open Seal. So really he doesn't need Larceny, but Larceny is always good to have. This is for a non-streamed game. Kiwillip? I'm sorry if I just totally butchered your name. I run a game every Friday night. Sorry, I always sing to that. It's so much fun. Thank you for following. Oh, it's Cool Imp. Now that I see it like that, that's a lot easier. Cool Imp. Excellent. Yeah, so Friday nights, it's a non-streamed game. I do eventually want to start being a part of and running my own streamed game, but I'm not quite there yet. If you are interested, every other Saturday night, I am a part of Schlurfdom's D&D game, and we stream that. And actually, that happens this Saturday. So if you're into that, definitely stop by. It's a real hoot. Alright, so open seal, we got Ragabash, and that's a rank 1 gift. And then for his last, I had to pick his tribe. You know, Glasswalker really just seems like the right tribe. I'm gonna make him a Glasswalker. Even though we already have, I have 2 Glasswalkers in the pack, in the main group. No, sorry. 1 Glasswalker, but 2 Ragabashes. That's why I got them mixed up. So we're gonna make him a Glasswalker. It just seems like the cheap way to go. That's okay, because I'll make Phil not a Glasswalker. He'll be... I might actually make him an Orhun Ragabash. I'm getting my terms mixed up. A Getafen Ragabash. They tend to be more on the meaty side, which makes sense for what we're going with. Okay, and then... Let's see... Last gifts, tribal gifts. Called them Glasswalker, so... Here, I'm gonna zoom out so I can page through this a lot quicker. Are you still not gonna let me do it, computer? Oh, there we go. It's a lot easier to do it this way. Okay, Child of Gaia, Glasswalkers. Here we go. Nope, wrong way. Alright, so now that we can see that more easily. Okay, so we have Control, Simple Machine. I don't know the gifts of these 2 well, hence why we're here. Manipulation plus crafts. Again, he does... I had to give him crafts with... Shoot! Shoot, we'll do this. We'll do this. I took one out of survival and put it into crafts, just so I can have it. Persuasion, plug and play. Plug and play is nice. That allows a Glasswalker to interface with any technology thing, even if it has no capacity to do so. Trick shot. Trick shot. We're doing trick shot. I'm going to make him more of the firearms. 1 out of the 2 of them. And as long as they don't... Oh, wait, what? I might be misremembering. So as a permanent enchantment enhancement, the player adds his character's permanent glory rating to his dice pool when performing a really outlandish shooting trick. Again, the gift does not allow direct damage, so it's more of a, hey, I'm gonna shoot, like, I'll curve a bullet kind of ridiculous nonsense. That's how I see that gift. Alright, so Trick Shot is gonna be a Glasswalker rank 1 gift. Alright, so we picked gifts. I still have to work on backgrounds. That one's a little bit easier to come back to. No, not example. Here we go. Let's look at freebie points because that's really the next major thing. This is a fun song too. Okay, let's see. Alright, 5 dots for attributes, 2 for abilities, 1 for backgrounds. He'll be fine with the 5 that he gets. And then Rage, Gnosis, and Willpower, those tend to be really good to have. But I think... it's too easy to get in that mindset of I always spend freebie points on Rage, Gnosis, and Willpower because they get really expensive with XP. But I'm going to round him out a little bit more. So we're going to give him, so I had to pull up my handy dandy calculator. Where it's like we're on Blue's Clues. Okay, crafts. So that's 2. 4 for firearms. We'll give him Yeah, we'll have him make up. Okay. So that's 6 total. I'll most likely be spending this on... yeah. He's gonna have... oops. Subterfuge, so 8. Oops. Ah! 8, there we go. So that leaves us with 7 no. Yeah, 7 points left. Basic math. So it's another, that's 2, 4. Leaves me 3. Let's give him... okay, so he's still... have I figured out what I want for backgrounds yet? Oh, let's look at this. So Glasswalkers, Ancestors, and Pure Breed are restricted. Mentor is discouraged. Which always doesn't make sense to me, because you think Glasswalkers would actually have... it would be expected for them to have mentors. But, you know, it's just discouraged, not disallowed. Oh, okay. So no Ancestors... so probably allies and contacts are going to be the way that we go. Oh, that's right. And I have to think of a craft, a trade.
Wow, you're glowing.
Man, why does everyone in my group having to do with metal stuff? Maybe he's a plumber. I don't know. You don't know? Nobody knows. I would gladly take any suggestions, though. I know nothing in the technology sector. And keep in mind, he grew up in Russia. Ooh, which means that I need to give him language. Crap. I'll have to buy that, then, with XP. We'll give him 2 allies. Yeah, I do go a lot further with NPCs than I probably should, which is why I'm only going to be able to make like 2 or 3 tonight. I get mad at myself too. But this is an NPC that the players have really interacted with. It's not someone that I'm just throwing together. So I had to take into oh my goodness, words. I had to take that into consideration when I'm making them, because I've already have some stuff set up with them and not enough. But for instance, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, what are all their allies and what are their contacts? Because that's just, it's too much for me. Last time I had created proper character sheets for NPCs, it was 6 months into a game. Yes! This is 9 months into a game. And last time I did this, on Monday when I streamed, I made a Sept leader, finally, and I made a red talent that the group has had some interaction with, and his pack. I didn't make his pack, but I made him specifically. Alright, so I'll need to know what his glory is for rank 2. That game lasts 1.5 years as a weekly game. Yeah! That's basically where I'm at right now with our game. They I just had them finish up a story in Russia, and since you've GM'd this, you might know what I'm talking about, but they fought Azimi. And it's like, what? Why would I have them do that? But I did, and they won. I almost killed one of them. So, you'll have to tell me your score for killing PCs. I'd be very curious to know. Because everything I read, Werewolf the Apocalypse is supposed to be more high mortality rate. And it'd be kind of nice to know, am I killing just enough PCs or not enough? Should I be trying harder? Which is probably always yes. The answer is always yes. Okay. So yes, I have spent my freebie points. Oh, you only killed 1 that game. Okay. It's really hard to kill off players. Because I don't think I realized this when I started out, but saying it's going to be a high mortality game, it kind of wrecks the story when you're killing them too much. He decided to... Oh! He decided to attack a 6th gen gangrel. He deserved it. Oh my gosh, he deserved it hard. Please tell me that person was an Ahroon. Because that's bananas. Oh my gosh. Alright, so XP. Oh, let me pull up my XP chart real quick so I don't have to do that from memory. Experience points. Oh, this is right next to the renown, so I'll get that in a moment. Wait, the player or the gangrel got his heart ripped out? Okay, so we're gonna give him language. I know there's a gift that allows them... Oh, I cannot spell. We're just gonna go with the easy way. Language, he's gonna know some English. Because everyone knows English, right? Oh, the PC got his heart ripped out. Anything with protein 7 isn't going down to a pup. That's true. What rank was he? I'm assuming that... Wait, was he actually a pup? As a... Not even a Cleoth yet? That sounds like fun times. Okay, so rank 1. Yeah. 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 That's too funny. So far I've had 6 player deaths. And it has mostly been between just 2 people. They keep making fun and great choices with their characters. And I finally have just told them, like, because they started figuring out how to make characters and they were abusing the crap out of merits and flaws. So I told them no, they can't do that anymore. So we'll see how their next characters work out for them. Alright, we're going to give him 1 in English. So he can speak it, but he can't read or write it. That's always a good way to go. That's going to be 3 XP. Let's round him out on this side. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and another 10. We'll give him expression and intimidation. Plus, that's another 6. Plus, you know, he could get people to get into trouble with him. So he's gonna have at least leadership 1. Okay, so yeah, he could do a little bit of everything on that side. He's learned. I think that's another 6 right there. 19. So we're up to 25 XP. Oh, I wonder if it has... Nope, don't get distracted right now. Brain! What would be... Cool Imp. I don't play that game. I started asking, why does your character merits that don't make sense for concept? Yeah, when I first started running this game, it had been a while since I've actually ran a game, and I was refamiliarizing myself with the system and everything, so I just let them run a little bit wild with it. And then as I was killing off their characters, they realized that the people who were staying alive had really good merits, and so they started copying them on every character, and that's when I shut it down. I was like, nope, I'm done with having people have this many merits, and definitely going into future games, now that I have a better understanding of the system, I will definitely put people through the ringer. Because it's dumb. It's dumb. I need people to... there definitely needs to be more of that focus on what makes sense for the character and not just putting down dots. One of the things for my friend on Monday, what I talked about was players just really going into the min-maxing. And so it makes it so I have to bump up all my bad guys a lot to a way that somebody who doesn't take advantage of the system, if I were to throw those bad guys against them, it wouldn't be fair. So, it is what it is. My motto is, hey, are we having fun? We're having fun? Great. And I'll roll with it. I'll do my best. The theme of this game is more of an epic anyways. So the idea that they shine more works better for that tendency. Yeah, it's the reason I don't keep hard sheets for most NPCs. That, or, oh man, one of the things that I started doing was, oh, they're going up against this bad guy. Well, he has an attack pool of 5 dice, or 10 dice, or 15 dice, and I just stopped equating it. I'm like, who cares? Because I typically roll really bad. So usually me giving things 15 dice is really scary, but they can handle it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I should also mention that they have reindeer as their totem, which makes their soak pools a difficulty 4. It gives them an extra stamina, and it's just like, oh, why? They have to work extra hard to try to kill them. Okay, so I just did talents. I will do a little bit. Actually, no, I like everything else. Hi, Schlurf! Thanks for stopping by! It makes me so happy. Though I didn't see you come in. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hi. Just doing some Werewolf the Apocalypse planning. Trying to kill characters and stuff. Great news. Right now I'm actually working on Philippe. He's a Ragabash who the group's like gotten to they convinced him to move from Russia to Alaska. So that's kind of why I'm putting him together right now. I spent 25 XP on him. I do need to spend a little bit more. He is a rank 2. It's just deciding what. I think I will, oh gosh, what's 3 times 4? That's 12. So we'll add 25. I'm gonna make him more perception-y. Shazamble. Another thing I'm not going to bother doing is when they get the 4th dots, giving them that extra, I forget what the actual name for it is, but it's so that 10s count as double when it applies, is the basic idea. Let's go ahead and give him a little bit more dex. That's 8. Ooh, plus 37. So we're at 45 XP for him. Specialties! Thank you. You'd think I would remember that. Thanks, Clip. Okay. So I'm at 45 XP. I'm just gonna throw and give him some gifts and kind of hand wave the XP on that. And that might be enough. Like I said, I did want to do like 50 to 75 XP. So if you can think of any more suggestions on what might be good, that's cool. I'll take it. Let's see, so he's gonna be the one that more, oh, I have to find Glasswalkers again. I'm gonna scroll through this real quick. Glasswalkers. Children of Gaia. Red Talon went too far. Okay, and zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Cyber senses. Plug and play. Like I said, plug and play would be a good one. Let's give him plug and play. Glasswalker 1. Already has trick shot. Wait, gym technology? I thought that was a rank 1 for Hamid. Regardless, that's gonna be a good one for him to have. So we'll give him that. Glasswalker 2. What does Power Surge do? Oh, Power Surge is nice. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Why doesn't my Glasswalker have this gift? What? Oh, because it suffers difficulty 1 to all dex rolls. That would probably be why. But having, you know... Yeah, see, gym technology, I thought it was a rank 1 too, so it's weird to me that they put it as a rank 2 Glasswalker gift. So actually, we'll just, because technically XP and stuff, that must be a mistype. Which I've come across several in this book. Hamid 1. Ooh, let's give him hands. Hands full of thunder. Glasswalker 2. I think that's enough Glasswalker for now. Let's give him some Ragabash gifts and call it good. Not Spider Song. Is there one? Ow. Okay, so Ragabash with this gift can steal something from a target and make his victim forget that she ever possessed the stolen item. So we're gonna give him that. That seems like something that he would do. Taking the Forgotten. No, not Glasswalker, Ragabash. Well, most Glasswalkers are Hamids. That is true. I did have a player when, again, one of the guys that dies a whole bunch, he wanted to play a Lupus Glasswalker, and I was like, okay, convince me. And he didn't do a very good job. He ended up changing it to a Silent Strider. So I was like, okay, sounds good to me. Let's see, one more. What else do I want? Let's do Blissful Ignorance. One of these days I will remember what all these gifts do. But today is not that day. Okay, so I think with all the added gifts there, that's 1, 2, 6, 12, 18, 24. So it's 24 on top of the 45. So we're at, ha 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 ha, 69 XP. Oh, isn't that great? I didn't even touch his rage or gnosis or willpower. Oh man. That's okay, because this one, he's gonna be on the younger side anyways, so I'll get into the history a little bit. Grew up in Russia. He's learned some kind of trade. I still had to pick what that trade is, but I'll get there. It's not super relevant, but will help with their immigration. He's learned to trade. He's often mixed up with VIII, because they, despite not being twins, sorry, talking and typing it out is not working out for me, because not being related, they actually look like twins. Oh, it doesn't wrap around to the next one. Okay, let's see, what else? Philippe is often more the troublemaker of the two. But with lots of trouble comes lots of creative problem solving. And that is exactly what he would say to people too. He's a big drinker. Could put a Fiona to shame. And is and is often in the what's the term I want to go for here? All right. So I think that's kind of enough to give me an idea. I'm not gonna pick out necessarily what he looks like per se. Usually I just pick a picture and slap it with someone. So I might actually just do the actors who played the Weasley twins because I found out that they aren't related, but they look so much alike. So it's like that was kind of the inspiration for their looks, or yeah, their looks. And consequently, they are also troublemakers. So I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick. This is going to be Philippe. Philippe. And I'm terrible with deed names. Just terrible. Okay, so I got this one out in half an hour. Woohoo! Go me! Oh no, not a half an hour. It's been an hour. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, some of that's been talky and stuff. That's always good to do. Alright, werewolf. Let me pull up a new page. Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and do... Oh, why am I zooming in so much? That. Alright, so now it's time for Phil. I am making him. He is also Hobbit, Ragabash, but he's gonna be a Getafen. Because I like the idea of being more the... I'm gonna stab stuff. Oh, you got in trouble? I'm just gonna stab you. Or stab someone else. He's in... they don't have a pack. Well, his concept will be stabby, Ragabash. So you gotta watch out for him. So we'll do physical, social, mental. He's not as smart as his supposedly brother. Let's go ahead. Yep, I'm gonna do this for every character. There we go. Just so at least people who are coming in can kind of see what's going on a little bit without me having to explain it every time. So even, strength, give him more dex. That's 5. It's hard not to give 3 in stamina. And we'll give him more dex. Is this what I did with... I think it's important to know. Why can't be more pretty than the other? They both had to be the same amount of pretty. They're actually fairly pretty with three dots in it. Alright, and then just straight across the board on intelligence. He's not too smart, not too stupid, and all that jazz. Alright, talents, 13, 9, and 5. So he's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually gonna give him melee, not... Brawl's always good to have at least one. He did grow up in a... with other Get. So, Phil and Philippe were more or less just a happenstance. They didn't actually grow up together, per se. They probably met each other, a little bit after the change, after their first change, and when they could actually go from, sept to sept. And they're probably in different packs, and then they found each other, and it was just like that. They knew that they had to be together for the rest of their lives, but not in that way. Yeah. That's against the litany. Unless you're a child of Gaia. And even then, you have to toe the line, so that's 5. Anyways. He's probably gonna be better at the intimidation. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 2 more. Like I said, he did grow up, so he's gonna be lacking more in the empathy and expression. Which kind of makes you go... You know what, no. I'm gonna give it to expression, not subterfuge. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hello! Welcome to the stream! I'm making some NPCs. This one's Phil, and he's a Ragabash who has a twin named Philip. Shoot, I just lost my number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. What's it gonna be? Rebel Urge. 9. It's always good to have that. He's not gonna have firearms. We're gonna give him melee. He's gonna be a good performance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Oh, perfect. Alright, there we go. Skills have already been slated out and acknowledges. I only get 5. Pewter. Investigation. I guess he could have gone to school. He might have been too ragey to go to school. So we'll say he was too ragey, and he actually didn't get a formal education, but he's pretty good when it comes to the occult. Or at least he's okay when it comes to the occult. He's not an enigma sort of person. He won't tell you riddles. Or do a riddle contest with you. And sure, he'll have a ritual. A dog ritual, so he could do rank 1 rites. Again... Oh, what do they suggest staying away from Forget? For backgrounds. Contacts are discouraged. Okay, so no contacts. I don't know. And not allies. Maybe allies. I mean, if he did come from another pack. Go fetish. You're just saying that because you want me to give him a Jarl hammer. He would never be able to keep it. But yeah, sure. We'll go fetish. That's good. How many dots in fetish do you think we should go with? Alright, do you have a fetish in mind? And I love that that is the name for magic items because it makes it super awkward to talk about it in public. Oh, so, you know, I was thinking about giving this one person, you know, a fetish and, you know, in our game and whatnot, and just, can you just imagine? I always have to explain, fetish is magic item. Or glaive. I'm thinking, let's give him, since I gave him melee, let's give him a fang dagger. let me pull that up real quick, because I think it is in the main book. Although I'm missing half of the Dagger of Retribution. I'm trying to remember Mirror Shades, Harmony Flute. Bang Dagger, here it is. So it's 3. It's a level 3, so I have to give him at least 3 dots. The thing that I like about the Fang Dagger is it's actually easier to hit stuff with it because it's a difficulty 4. And it can double the number of successes on damage rolls before, so yeah. So we'll do Fetish. We'll do 3 in Fetish, and then the other ones will be his allies. That'll be his old pack mates. So they could be like other Get in Germany, because he probably grew up in Germany. We'll say that. Oh man, that means he needs to know Russian. No, they can speak Geru to each other. That doesn't matter. Alright, I might just carbon copy the... No, it doesn't make sense to carbon copy the gifts. Because he's not a Glasswalker. This, and this. Alright, so let's pull out gifts real quick. And actually, the next character I'm going to make is going to be a kinfolk. So that should go a little bit quicker as I'm looking at kinfolk gifts. You know what? We'll give him City Running. Hamid 1. Let's see, since he's also going to be rank 2, see if there's any other Hamid gifts that I want to give him. Oh no, Gem Technology is a level 2 gift for Hamids. My bad. Excuse me. We're gonna give him Mark of the Wolf. It's a Hamid 2. Okay. He seems like the person that would have infectious laughter. So we'll do that. Infectious laughter. That's a Ragabash 1. Let's see if there's any other gifts that I want to give him. You know what? I will give him Spider Song. Spider's Song. Because with Get, at least someone needs to be able to pull stuff from the Weaver. Oh, except I can't give that to him right now. No. I'm just getting my stuff mixed up, that's all. I got this. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Let's see, this is a Ragabash 2. And then, because I think 2 gifts each is not bad. Tribal, he's Get, so pulling out real quick. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Get. Alright. I went past it. Lightning Reflexes. A player spends 1 willpower point for the next day. The character need neither make a willpower roll nor spend a willpower point. Okay. That could be nice, but that's actually not how we do combat. So that really sucks because that totally negates a gift. But for our purposes, it just bogs things down. We can't always stay collectively attentive enough to the game to do it how they're supposed to in the game, which is you start at the bottom, everyone declares the action, and then you go top, back down. It's too much. It's too much to try to keep a handle on. But they do get... Resist Pain's not bad. Charisma plus... Interesting. He seems like the person that would... You know what, I'm gonna give him Resist Pain. Yeah. Cool, I used to do that, but it got bogged down, to be honest. Yeah, having that, again, that kind of combat is... Conceptually, it's really cool, and considering that combat's not supposed to last very long, it could really work. But you need, again, you need that focused group. And not everyone in my group is quite able to do something like that. Plus, it, you know, it does take a lot of energy out of you to really be able to focus in on one scene. That much. Fangs of the North, maybe? Nope, he's not a brawler. He does have brawl, but I'm going more for the melee. Halt the Coward's Flight could be good. Snarl the Predator. Trollskin's always good. You used a whiteboard. Actually, that's exactly what I do. I got a giant one that's like 8 feet long and 4 feet high, and I have it not planted, but I have it posted to the wall. So that's definitely what I use when I'm trying to like draw something out real quick, or when I keep initiative on, and then we use it for kind of the notes so that everyone can see, oh, this is sort of what we're doing and what's going on, how much money they have. They stole money from a gang, so they have drug money, and so I keep track of that. It's fun. It's good to have a whiteboard. And actually, I just had a player drop off. There's a whole bunch of old building plans layouts that where he was working. They were gonna throw them out, and so he took them for me, and I'm really excited to use them at a good opportunity. So that'll be fun. Got that. No Might of Thor. That's always my favorite one to use. Everyone gets so scared when I pull that one out. I don't know why, I roll like crap. Snarl the Predator could be... I guess, no, don't overcomplicate this. We're going with Trollskin. So he can, you know, live and not get killed immediately in combat, in melee. This is a get a fen 2. Perfect, alright, gifts are picked out. We're done with that. Now we're on to freebie points. Excuse me? Excuse me. So I do have a question for you, Cool Imp. When you played your game, what was kind of your theme for the game? And like, so you mentioned you played for a year and a half. Did you actually go through to the apocalypse with it, or yeah? I'd be curious to hear what you kind of did with your previous game. Ooh, hot potatoes. No theme. Okay, I get that. That makes sense. Ooh, it was a Wild West game. I did a 2-shot of that. And mostly because I did not want to... There's someone who wanted to do a whole bunch of stupid technology stuff. Look at you Schlurf. And so I just figured... We all kind of figured, oh, well, we'll do Wild West. That's... They'll just kind of skirt it. It was interesting. So, did you... Thinking with that, did you deal with the Umbral stuff? Like, what was kind of the objective of the game? They were dealing with a place with the wild, and the real world overlapped. Oh, and the fallout from there. I read about that in one of the sections. It seems like a really cool concept to try to deal with. It was not techie stuff. The DM needs to know what tech does if they're gonna throw it at us. If they're gonna give it to you as an option. Also, it helps, to be fair though, it helps to actually look at what you can do with tech in this game, because the system itself doesn't necessarily always allow for the things that you want to do. Austin, not awesome. Oh, gotcha. They burned, so cool in your campaign, they burned down Austin. Why? I'm assuming Austin, Texas. Is it because it's the oil fields and stuff? Okay, spinning XP, or freebie points, I get 15. We're gonna give him a little bit more rage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So that's 4 points right there. And we'll give him some Gnosis. So 6, 8. So he's gonna be the more ragey out of the two. And more likely to rage. Actually that's a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. That actually works. He'll be a little bit more ragey. 7, 9, we're giving him more melee. Currently at 9. We'll give him athletics. 11. So I have 4 more. What else would be good for him? Oops. 11. 13. Okay. 15. Okay, cool imp. No, they decided to set a building on fire in both the Umbra and the real world, and one of the players had a tornado. Newman? I'm unfamiliar with that. Is that a typo? Newman. Oh boy. Don't you just love it when they come up with ideas and you're like, why? Schlurf knows what I'm talking about. He had summoned it to his side when they started the fire. When it came back and was a fire tornado. Oh gosh. And so it just ran around everywhere and caught everything on fire, I'm sure. Oh, Newman is a spirit attached to a guru. Oh, you know, I haven't been able to find a lot of, Actually, I haven't really looked into it. Are you talking about when a guru binds a spirit to themselves? Like with, Rite of the Fetish? No, not Rite of the Fetish. Rite of the Talon? Whatever the Talon one is. Rite of Binding, or... I always get them mixed up. You will understand what I mean, though. I'm not so good with the know it off the top of my head, but I know where to find it in the book. Schlurped him. Oh, man. I'm excited for Saturday, though. And I hope all that banana liqueur isn't gone, because I really want more banana liqueur. That was really good stuff. Oh, and you'll have to let me know if there's anything that I can do to kind of help speed along the process, too. Cool imp. Traditionally, they are spirits owing a debt for a family. Oh, okay. Yes! Still have some banana liquor. Good stuff. Alright, freebie points spent. Let's go ahead and divvy out some XP. Let me pull that up real quick. Experience points. Good stuff. Okay. So it's a little bit different. Have you ever had a player, Cool that wanted to bind a spirit to themselves? It's technically, it talks about it in the 20th anniversary book. And I've just kind of disallowed it because it seems really overpowered and broken. And I didn't think I could come up with a good way to deal with it in my players. Okay. I'm actually good with where his knowledges are. Let's go get ahead and give him more stabby powers since he has since that's what he has. Is it sad that I actually like where his stuff is at? I feels a little bit on the sad side. Plus 3 for that, plus 6, plus 6, plus 6. I mean, with his gifts we've already given, he already has 33 XP. Cool up. Things like are OP. I want full backstories for things like that. Gotcha. That's probably the best way to explain, to kind of discourage them for it and what works and what doesn't work. Unless you have players who don't understand the concept of too much. But I guess that's my job to kind of rein them in and be like, hey, you can't take on a BSD hive at rank 1. There's no way. Or you can't sneak out and kill a whole PSD pack. That's ridiculous. Oh. Oh, players. Okay, so we're gonna give him etiquette. Etiquette's always a good thing because the players did find Phil at a Silverfang camp, so he's gonna need to know how to do some stuff. We'll give him empathy and probably another brawl, so that's 2, 4, 7. Another 7. And then do I want to add... Yeah, for Ragobash, he's really physical. I don't want to add any more to that. We're at 43 XP. Come on, I gotta spend some more stuff on him. We'll give him more wits. That's 8. Are you gonna let me do it? 43, whoops. 43 plus 8, or 51. We'll give him a perception too. 59. Alright, to kind of match him with his other guy, we had to give him 10 more XP. He could be really scary. Let's see, that's 2 times current rating, so 6 for that. 59 plus 6. 65. Page 170, Player's Guide to Guru 2nd edition. Yeah, I haven't looked at the 2nd edition stuff in a long time. I guess that probably means that I should. And it's a good resource. It's there. Might as well use it. Four more points. What to spend it on? No. Let's give him drive. You know what? He could drive the escape car. I don't know why. So that's actually going to give him a little bit more XP than his brother from another mother. But I'm good with that. So let's go ahead and make some notes real quick. Phil is Philippe's brother from another mother. Grew up in Germany. Oh, that's right. I had to give him language. That's right. Grew up in... language. I will kind of just hand wave this. He knows English and schmeckles of Russian. So actually, I will take a Dada wave drive for that. Cool Imp. I have a small shelf of various White Wolf games. Mommy 2nd Edition, Wrath 2nd Edition, Vampire 2nd Edition, and Revised, Hunter, and various other supplementals. Yeah, this is a fun system to be able to do that with. Realistically, I didn't... Werewolf the Apocalypse was actually my first experience role-playing. 2nd Edition is mostly what we played, but the GM liked to throw in LARP stuff too, so I never really got to know it too well under them, and so that's the only werewolf game that I've ever participated in, and I've only run it since. So it's always nice to be able to talk to other people who've run it, because then I can be like, hey, does this actually make sense? Does it not? Oh, it doesn't? Oh, okay. Bawang! I think Facebook just pinged me. What do you want, group? Oh, yummy! Fred was posting about food. Food's good. Flip. I mix them around when needed, but I've had problem players who just want to derail the game, throw in a Wraith, and watch them twitch. Oh. If I knew the other systems well enough, I would try to do that. I only have ever played Vampire, and I've played like this much Mage, like a 2-shot, and we didn't even have to deal with, what's it called, the bitch slap from the universe. So, yeah. I will personally never throw something at the players that I have no concept of what it does, because that just slows things down. Schlurfdom, cough cough. Another player. I'm not gonna say their name on stream. Oh gosh. Yeah, just a little bit. By the way, Schlurf, I was talking with your wifey today, and just the thoughts for her D&D game. I'm super excited for it. I almost wanted to just like go straight into my character's backstory thoughts with her, but I didn't because we were at work. Yes, I caused a party wipe with Finger of God, but to be fair, your wife encouraged me a lot. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And again, just let me, because I know we're kind of trying to wrap up with our current campaign, let me know anything to kind of help. If you want to speed it along as best we can, let me know how I can help with that. Because it's never fun running a game that you don't really like a ton. I mean, you know, it's okay. I don't know how much you actually like it or if you don't like it or whatever, but I got the impression you're ready to be done with it. Ooh, cool. And Technocracy of Marauders. And totally Technocracy. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Brother from another brother. Grew up in Germany. Had a Getafed pack. Did quite a bit with them. And then he met Philippe, while in Russia, and dropped his old pack like a hot sack of potatoes. They totally understood, though. Can also drink Fiona under the table. Twin Z power. I hope you guys like my description for this guy. Let's see. So Schlurfdom, we have about 4 to 6 more games left. Okay. And you will do on the Insider info. Yep, cool. Happy to help in any way that I can. And then Cool Imp. Let's see. There's a lot of enemies to Mage. You know what I pulled for Mage? The one thing I pulled for Mage so far in my Werewolf campaign? Tanks. I actually pulled out 4 tanks. And because of how the rules are written in Werewolf, they got to go and they have really good accuracy, apparently. And one of the characters was playing a Metis Black Fury male, and he decided to, like, run in, being the Ahroon, and charge the tanks, and it totally decimated him, and everyone left. So he went first, because he has that gift, and he started running towards the tanks, expecting everyone to come after him. And then everyone was like, nope, those are tanks, we're not taking those on, and they split into the Umbra, and he was alone, and he tried to run away, and he couldn't, and I killed him with tanks! Oh my gosh, I felt terrible. Oh. Yes, Black Fury male, it is possible if they are a Metis. It was completely me hand-waving it in, saying that as a GM that's okay. Like, you have to have GM permission for it. But it completely fit the kind of characters that he'd been playing, and I really liked the concept, and so did he, so I felt like it could fit really well into the group. And it did! For the 3 sessions he was alive, and then I killed him with tanks. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and save. Save as Bill with a PH. Alright. I think I have enough energy to do one more character tonight, who the group will most likely be playing with, or trying to see. Her name is Sonia. I do have a picture of her. She is the kinfolk of a Silverfang. And, oh, Oldenburg. Her last name's Oldenburg. Just filling in the typical information. Well, she's kinfolk. I guess I could technically get a kinfolk page, but I'm not gonna bother with that. So, Ava Oldenburg's sister. Ava's little sis. Ava is a Silverfang from Russia who is planning on moving to Alaska. And had moved her sister over to one of the nicer parts of Alaska because she's got the Moonies, or yeah, her family does, and they kind of wanted to spread their influence. And so Ava was working on moving to Alaska. Her sister's there, and then so the pack's been interacting, the players have been interacting with Sonia, and Sonia's kind of holding down the fort in Alaska. So, kind of, it was actually Sonia's request that the players go to Russia because she couldn't contact Ava due to the Shadow Curtain and all that fun stuff. You, Cool Imp, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. And so she said, hey, go check on them for me. I'm really concerned. I haven't been able to hear from her or contact her in any way whatsoever. So the group did that and found out that they were stuck in Russia and they couldn't leave. And then they helped her, and now they can leave because of hand-waving storyteller reasons. Okay. Alright, so she's definitely going to be more on the social side. Oh gosh, kinfolk have their own roles, don't they? Let's look this up. Kinfolk. Do they have behind the scenes on the field? Their roles. Okay. So they are definitely a lot weaker. they get 6, 4, and 3 as opposed to 7, 5, and 3. So we'll say she's more on the dexterous side and pretty, no. It's hard not doing attributes and having at least 2 dots. Because it just means that the person's really, really super duper weak. But she's gonna have 6 in this. She's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's fairly attractive, but there's just something about her personality that people like. And so one of the party members has been going out of his way to make sure that he hooks up with this kinfolk, which is just really funny because Silver Fangs are very, you can't mate with my kinfolk unless I let you, unless you have my permission, because they're very good about pure breed and that fun stuff. And guess what he is? He is a Silent Strider. No, he's a Stargazer. My bad. He's a Stargazer. And Ava has flat out told him, you are to not touch my sister, period. So this is gonna be fun when he oh gosh, makes his intentions known. Because he's, we'll give her a higher wits. Average intelligence, higher wits. It's gonna be funny, the kind of backlash and trouble he's gonna get himself into. Alright, so we're gonna prioritize 11, 7, and 4. We're gonna do skills at 11, knowledge is at 7, and talents at 4. Oh, that's rough. I mean, it's all rough. But she's gonna know Anakin. She hangs out with Guru. Not that that's necessarily an equator, but she's gonna have drive. She's definitely gonna have etiquette maxed out to start with, and Ava's gonna teach her how to use firearms. So that's 9, no 6, 8. Oh. 1, 6, 8, 9, 10. I get 1 more. We'll give her a little bit higher on the animal kin part. She's schooled. She knows how to use computers. She doesn't know. You know what? I could just make knowledge as 4. That actually seems pretty reasonable. And then, so we'll make talents 11 actually. She'll have 1 alertness, athletics, express. She doesn't know how to intimidate worth anything. 1, 2, 6. I get 1 more. There we go. Huh, it's interesting when you actually make characters that, you know, they're not meant to be in combat. She knows how to defend herself, and that's about it. Let's see, what else? This is really my first time making a kinfolk. She gets to choose 5 backgrounds. Well, she's gonna have pure breed. Oops. She has to as a Silver Fang. And I'm gonna give her resources, probably 3. And I know that's more than the typical 5, but I think the one that I'm gonna break it down is she is to inherit 1 dot worth for herself, but the family has given her allotment of worth 3 dots. Okay, so she gets 3 willpower. She is not going to have Gnosis. There are some kinfolk who can have Gnosis. She is not one of them. And then I get to spend 21 freebie points. You cannot purchase gifts with freebie points. You must acquire them through play by spending XP. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, this, you know, makes it a lot easier. Alright, so 21. No, Sonia's like only 20, like early 20s, so I'm not going to give her a lot of XP. But she's definitely... Yep, I'm going to keep her attributes where they're at. And those don't necessarily change a lot over the course of a lifetime. Oh, I could buy merits. I'm not gonna worry about merits. To 4, 6. We're up to 6 so far. 6 out of 21. I have 15 left. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're up to 10 freebie points spent. You know what? Maybe I'll up her dex 10, so that's 15 right there. So I have 7 more. You know what, we'll go ahead and do languages. She does speak English. Again, native Russian. But she would actually know how to write it as well. So that's another 4. We're up to 19 freebie points.
That makes your budget easier. Get up to 30% savings on appliance
I did give her a Colt.
side fridge from GE in a slate finish. Now just $1,098. Looks great. Makes it easier to get around the kitchen. Easier on your budget. It's an easy choice. With savings of up to 30%. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
I don't know why she would know law.
Seasonal for details, Val.
I was just thinking about that. But nope, she's not gonna know it. We'll give her some crafts. And that's 21. Sweet. I don't know what her crafts is in, but she makes something, so when I come to it, I'll figure it out. Okay, and then I said I was gonna give her some XP. And I believe that the spending of XP is the same for everyone, so... experience points. Okay. She's hung out with Guru. She knows how to intimidate people. She just doesn't have the necessary presence in and of herself to be able to pull it off well. We're gonna give her a little bit more to athletics and alertness. That's another 4 right there. Let's see, how I'm best to round out our character. I'm gonna give her another dot and a colt. That's... Woo! 9 XP. Aw. Okay. Let's see, what else? Whew, hot tea. Hot stuff. And I guess I could technically... no, I think she has to have Gnosis for it. Could be fun to have Here, sorry, I gotta look that up. Since it brought it up. Oh! Kinfolk, they get their own gifts. Interesting. Let's see. So they can know it, but there's a number of restrictions. Players of Kinfolk characters cannot purchase gifts during character creation. In order to learn a gift, they must be taught by a spirit or guru. Learning from spirits often requires petitioning a third, so they have to get for help. In rare instances, perhaps the Kinfolk has performed a task to get them to teach it. And if a guru teaches a Kinfolk a gift, it's less efficient. And I think that it's more acceptable to do it that way. Because technically a guru can teach another guru a gift, but it often takes a lot longer than asking a spirit to teach you. And it typically leads to relationships, which is more intimate relationships, which is kind of frowned upon. Let's see. Is that really the restriction? Is just finding someone to teach you? They are unlikely to find gifts outside of their breed or tribe. They tend to stand firm on that practice. Okay. So they can learn gifts as long as the gift does not require gnosis, if they don't have it. Or rage. And usually because Kinfolk don't have higher ranks, they usually can't learn anything higher than 1. Interesting. That's another side of things that I should try to pull into the game. Okay, so Eve's Touch. That one's okay. It's basically Mother's Touch, but a lot less powerful. That one could be kind of interesting, the peace one. I can use it 1 per scene. Oh, they only have like 3 gifts. What? Oh, that's kind of cool. Echoes. At least 5 minutes must have passed since the end of the conversation before the kin can invoke the gift. They roll perception plus empathy, difficulty 7, to hear, quote unquote, what words have been spoken. With 1 success, he can hear conversations that occurred within the past hour. With 2 successes, he can hear the past day's chatter. With 3 or more, he can tune into a conversation up to a week old. Conversations take place in real time, however, so listening to an hour-long conversation takes a full hour. And eavesdropping on an afternoon of chatter takes several hours. That is... I like that conceptually, but I'm not going to give it to her. You know what? I will give her this... She managed to somehow get them to convince them to help her out to know this one. So I'm just going to put a page number on that, 383. She won't necessarily have to pull it out a ton, but it's nice to have something that makes it harder to frenzy. So it makes it easier for her to be around Guru because she kind of helps put them to peace. Which could explain part of the reason why one of my players, the player's character really likes her. So there's that. Okay, so she's Ava's sister. rather sweet and kind. Usually, Guru often find themselves at peace with her. Oh, how much XP have I spent? Only 9. Jeez. Let's see. Let's at least give her 15. I think so. That's 5 right there. So she could kind of sense what's going on more of an instinctual level with the group that she hangs out with. Okay, I think that's fine. She doesn't see a lot of stuff where she can really has to deal with that. So, she grew up in Russia and is expected to be in an arranged marriage. As that's the Silverfang's way. She's always quietly accepted it. Accepted. Learned to spell me. She's always quietly accepted it, and knows her role is to help her sister out in whatever way she can. Whatever way she can. She cares very much for Ava. As they've always been close. I almost kind of want to say like Ava raised her, but that's not necessarily true. And vice versa. Let's see, anything else? She responds well to others who are kind as well. I just got a text from one of my players who's making his character right now, and he's making a Uktena Lupus Thurge, which is basically if you're gonna play the Thurgia Thurge, that's what you play. And what is this? And he took rights as a background. I told him, you know, if that's what he wants, like he can either let me pick the rights that he knows, because he's gonna come in as a rank 2 with some XP, so it makes sense that he would know some, or he could spend the background points to learn whatever ones he specifically wants to know, and he knows that one is pretty vital to our campaign right now, so he picked that one, which I'm not surprised. So let's see. Sonia responds well to others who treat her and her family kindly. And lately, she has been thinking about a certain star-gazing friend. Wink, wink. Okay. So that's 3 characters. That's pretty much what I expected to get from this this session. I still have lots more characters to make, but so far I've made 5. This is Sonia of Oldenburg. Let's see, how many more do I need to do? Got them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I only have 8 more. That's not terrible. So that's not a bad place to stop. But I do think I am going to call an episode here, just because we made 3 characters. Granted, 2 of them were pretty similar, so that was easy. And one was a kinfolk, so I didn't have to worry about gifts as much. One of the things... Oh! Yeah! Bye, Schlur! Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. And, being quippy with me and sassy. I need it. I need someone to be sassy with me. So just kind of as a wrapping up notes, just to those who come by and watch this later, definitely check out Extra Life. I'm participating with the Chosen Ones this year. We will be playing this Saturday, so it'd be cool if you guys would stop by and Schlurfdom at his Twitch account. So that'll be fun. As well as I've actually had a recommendation to make short videos of the characters and just the overviews of them and post them to YouTube. So I think I'll be working towards that. But first, I think I'm just gonna get these characters out of the way and have them a little bit more solid. So if that's something that's interesting to you guys, let me know and I'll definitely take it into consideration. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Shout out to Cool Imp for hanging out and chatting werewolf with me. I really appreciate it. And shout out to Schlurfdub. You guys rock. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.